world, and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications, and outdoor stuff with knives. Today we are doing the full review on this bad boy, the Kizer Mad Tanto. There we see all the specs on this thing. What do we get in the box? We get those things, the microfiber cloth and paperwork. We get a beautiful Kizer sticker, and we get a beautiful chili pepper sticker, which is a different Kizer thing. We also get some extra hardware in here. Fantastic. Okay, and this is the star of the show. This is the Kizer Mad Tanto. This thing is a collaboration between Damn Designs and Kizer. All Damn Designs knives are pretty cool. All Kizer knives are wonderful quality. So now we have the quality and the coolness. Very thin hollow grind over here. This thing is super. If you want to carve wood, I'm gonna say this is like one of my, not carving wood, but feather sticks and just cutting wood. This thing is fantastic. Okay. Well, I suppose if you are into the whole tactical thing, this is even more perfect. But anyway, slicey tip. It can get into your braai meat, open it quite quickly, and if you want to cut a side or a fat piece, it works fantastically. So super thin over here, a bit fatter over here, so it's a bit more strength, but look at that tip. It's one of those skin grabbing tips. Okay, so it's quite sliced, not slicey, but quite pokey. Okay, jimping, done well, so I like that. Over here we see it's Damn Designs, and then we see the, what do you call it, model number. Over here we see it's 154 cm with the Kizer. Look at the blade, look at the blade. Okay, wonderful compound grind on this thing. We have a wonderful finger choil if you want to get close to what you are doing. Okay, good finger choil. Okay, we're going to talk about the handle now. Okay, over here we can see the back part where they house the spring for the button lock. The button lock has got this little area over here. So if you press it halfway, well, press it halfway. If you press it, look at it. Look at that action. The action on this thing is fantastic. Okay, we only have jimping on the back of the flipper tab. I don't quite understand that. It would have been nice if we had like a jump or two over there, but that way, or even that way, my finger was locking weirdly over there. Okay, but even if you put your finger on the jimping, it will still shoot nicely. I would have loved the thumb stud, but that's just me. I'm a thumb stud man. A stud of a man. Anyway, yeah, that was not as funny as I thought it would be in my head. Beautiful design. Look at the curve over there. Look at the blade shape. The tip is nice and low. You can use this thing for, what do you call it, utility cuts. This is a fantastic knife. I love this thing. Since the moment I got it, I have not been disappointed. About that, we delivered tinfoil, or had tinfoil delivered. Yes, from a supermarket. Because I'm going to do braai broodjies, and we're going to braai now. Anyway, where were we? Oh, the knife. Let's quickly check some specs on this thing. Okay, the stock on this thing is 0.12 inches, which is 3.1 millimeters. I suppose it's like 3. And then blade length on this guy is about 8.5. Overall, this thing is about 21 centimeters. And then in inches, we have 3.25 inch blade with 8 and I don't know, 1/4 inch overall. But like I said, the action on this thing, fantastic. I love the action. No lock stick, no button stick, no nothing. This thing is solid. Actually, this thing is super solid. So I really love this knife. This thing is fantastic. But the best part, okay, do you see the color change? If you watch my first video and you watch it now, it was fluffy. Now it's not fluffy anymore. The fluff went away. But can you see the color change over here and over here? Because I've been using it to cut meat, fatty meat, And then my wife washed this thing in the zinc like you would wash a normal spoon. You throw it in a thing full of soapy water, you wash it, you rinse it, then you put it on a rack to dry. Okay, all the fat soaked in here. So this thing is actually patinaed with, I think that was steak fat, if I remember correctly. But look at it. That looks quite awesome. Okay, look at this. This is wonderful. Anyway, so if you use this with your fatty little hands and do fatty little things with it, yes, it changes, but not for the worst. I actually like it. Now it actually looks green. What did they say initially the color was on this thing? They didn't say. They just said, oh yes, they said green. Okay, well now it looks green. So yes, it came into its own. I really recommend this knife. For somebody that never buys Tantos, I don't like Tantos, this thing has amazed me. I've been using it for everything, because normally the thing cutting on a cutting board, that piece over there is fantastic. If that's the only part that makes contact, it's still wonderful. And of course, 154 cm, being a middle of the road steel, it's one of my favorites still. I love this. Okay, so this thing, I haven't sharpened it, I just stropped it a few times. It works wonderfully. Okay, if you haven't seen how I made this mat, please check that video. If you haven't seen the emery board thing, just go back and watch all my videos. Okay, you don't have to, but it would be nice. It's like me and you bonding. Okay, it is Sunday, so I'm gonna braai now. Let's do that. Sometimes when you're sitting there making YouTube videos, your fire burns out. So I added a few more briquettes. We're gonna start braaiing now. Okay, these delicious looking little parcels. 2 of them have only cheese. 4 of them have, what do you call that stuff? Cheese, tomato, onion, all kinds of magical things. So these are my braai broodjies. I would do them on the, what's it, the grill, the folding grill, or whatever you call that thing, in which you, a toeknyp rooster, in which you grab things that you want to braai and flip over. But unfortunately my wife didn't want to wash it, and I'm also lazy, so we tin foiled it. Okay, I have my little parcels of awesomeness on the fire. Yeah, it's still not ready to braai on, but we can start doing this already. And chicken. Bread and chicken. Like poor people. That's what we're eating today. Okay, that's me. All of you, stay safe, happy, have a good one. Goodbye. Okay, it's time to toast some marshmallows, but today my wife bought giant marshmallows. Look at these things. They are huge. Okay, so we're going to do giant marshmallows. Bye, for real now. Okay, if you've made it till the end of this video, you are wonderful. All of you, have a wonderful week. Be safe out there. Do good things. Play nice with others. I don't know, send your mother flowers, if you have one, or still has one. Okay, that's me. Stay safe, happy, have a good one. Goodbye.